Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another video with Mac Morris. I'm your host, of course, Mike Morris. And as you can see, I've switched up the normal location from what I usually do it in. I'm in my living room right now, and as you can see, it's very loungeful at the moment. I got laundry hanging off this back of my couch over here, my computers, and you can lightly see the Wingstop bag I got back there. Yeah, Wingstop is pretty good. I don't know. But anyways, today's video, I'm going over this lovely little thing you see, which is my Undercut. I figured this was probably a better view to get it anyways, because in the bathroom it's really light already and there's a lot of dark tones around me right now. The lighting is actually kind of better because it is darker behind me, so let's get into it. So a little backstory with how I got started with my hair journey real fast. Started growing it my junior year of high school, and I was growing the whole thing out. I ended up cutting my undercut either my freshman year of college or my going into my sophomore year, I think somewhere in there. So I had been growing it for about 3 years. I'll try to flash some pictures so you guys can see. I think I got some somewhere. And it was just a lot. Like, my hair is already thick. It's a lot to deal with. And at the time when I was trying to learn how to do my own hair, aside from women in my life that were doing it for me, and it was just too much. And I was like, you know what? I need to switch my look up. So after fighting myself for that amount of time, I was like, you know what? Forget it. I think the new year was coming up, and I was like, forget it. New year, new me. I'm about to cut. It was on New Year's Eve. So I was like, fine. I got my mom to section off my hair, which, let me just flash it real quick so you guys can see. To be fair, my line is not straight anymore. It's been, God, 5 years at least now with my undercut. I've made some mistakes, okay? But you can see, like, I just did a straight line, or was a straight line at the time, all the way around, hit the back, and went all the way to this side. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take off half. That way it'll cut the amount of time it takes to do my hair in half. Boom. I can still kind of show off my waves a little bit, which, to be fair, right now it doesn't really show off that well because my hair is too long. Anyways, and I could kind of style it a little differently too, right? Like, I wouldn't just have to have braids up. My head was already kind of, like, I know my forehead's big. I was like, I don't want to keep showcasing that. So I was like, all right, let me take some attention away. That way, if I got like a little fade here on the sides or something, like, people can, check me out, and then I'd be like, all right, cool, this still looks good. So I was like, boom, cut it, didn't look back. It was done. I was good. I was chilling. I was great, right? Yeah, somewhat. And so basically, I wanted to use this video just to go into a couple of do's or don'ts if you want to do your undercut, right? Some things I really didn't realize until I did it, and I was like, yeah, this is my lifestyle now. Wonderful. I love it here. It's awesome. Sometimes it is. Sometimes. So number one thing to think about is, if you start early, it's okay. You won't really have to deal with this. But if you've been growing your hair out a lot and you're like, you know, I need something different, I want to do an undercut. Number one is partner with that part of your hair, right? When I ended up cutting it, my sides were at least, I'd say like 15 inches, easy. Yeah. And after I cut that first piece, oh man, I was like, oh, Jeez. I instantly partly regretted it, but I was like, this is a lot. It's a lot of hair. But I was already committed. I know if I cut off this one little box piece right here, I have to keep going at that point. So I said, forget it. Gotta go the whole thing. So parting with your hair can be a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. Once I was done and I saw the hair there, I was like, oh my gosh, I done messed up. I look freaking crazy. I didn't. It was just me freaking out. So just know that's going to happen. It's normal. You know, it's kind of like a loss. But think, the new person that you're about to be, it's about to be beautiful. Beautiful person. Keep that in mind, though. Second thing, because, okay, if you're a lazy person, undercut might not be your deal, right? And that is because now you're dealing with two different processes for your hair. On top, you got long hair. So the process for how you do your long hair is going to look different than how you would do your short hair. Number one, yes, you have to worry about your scalp all the way around, but because now your shorter hair is more exposed to the environment versus your longer hair, unless you always keep it in protective styles like I do, you might have to wash or condition your sides more than you would your top, right? Because you're not going to put as much product on your sides because you're either brushing it or you're laying it down or it's shorter, so it's not going to hold as well. Versus like top of my hair, I can put in product. You can still see it right now. Like that boy is still juicy. It's been about 2 weeks. You feel me? I can't do that for the sides. Besides, like I don't do that because I'm short. That's not what we do here. So you got to keep that in mind. If you're going to do that, you literally have to spend more time doing your hair. This will bring me to my third point. Alongside number 3 with the time piece is that now you have to break out 2 different processes, at least for me, right? Right now, I'm kind of growing out my hair a little bit. I tapered it a bit just because I wanted to grow this out a little bit. And you can see I'm trying to see what this beard going to do now. It's starting to kind of connect, but it's still as goofy as the word. But it is what it is. Because of that, like the top of my hair is like on a 2-week span. The bottom or my sides are like, I'd say on a day span, like 3 days, right? Because I have to keep repeating things. So it can get kind of wonky because you're like, crap, my head, top of my head is looking good. Like they're nice and juicy. They look good. Like they ain't frizzy. Like they just chilling. But my side's like, nah, you about to get in that shower. You about to condition me because I look crazy. And I'm like, but you can't mess up the top and the side's like, I don't care. I don't care. Get in there, condition me. And I'm like, okay, I'm conflicted. It's either go out and have like flaky dry hair on the sides or mess up the top and have a decently looking head all the way around. It's a lot of compromise. Like the 2 processes, it gets annoying. However, when they're on point, when they're like on the same schedule, you walk in there like, do y'all know me? Do y'all know me? Y'all don't know me. That's crazy. No, but seriously, when it is on point, like you got your sides, like my waves be coming in. I'm like, all right, cool. It's laid down. It's looking good. I cut it up. Like, yeah, okay, we see that. And then the top's like, hey, what's goody? And I'm like, yeah, what's goody? That's why I typically try to do stuff at night because that way it lays down. It's all compact, especially with the product and the water it condenses. And I'm like, wake up. I'm like, this is it. So that leads to my 4th point, which is that it's a good thing, right? But you got to think about your head shape. I don't think everybody is meant for an undercut. Now, granted, y'all can do what you want, right? You can look crazy if you want to, but just keep it in mind, right? There's certain hairstyles, like right now, so I just put up a couple because it was in my face, and I was like, forget it. I'll take it down real fast so you guys can see. There's certain hairstyles, like wearing it down, cool, whatever, right? I kind of got this like peanut thing going back here because I got this lump. Everybody kind of has it, but people have different shaped heads. So like some people are gonna try to do this undercut and they're gonna try to do a bun on top or some mess like this. But you gotta remember, you got this big lump like sitting right here on the side of your head. It's like, that might not be your look, right? So just keep in mind of what your head shape actually is, what kind of hairstyles you're gonna do. And if you think them hairstyles look awesome, cut that off. But if you're like, actually, that might not be my look, don't cut it. So people don't flame you. Like, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna flame you. I'm gonna be like, that's a hairstyle. Look at you go. I love it. I love it. You look good. To somebody. But no, for real, like just do a pro-con list. What kind of hairstyles? Like plan it out a bit. Plan what your process looks like now, how it could potentially change, how your scalp is, because it's different for everybody. But hopefully I relayed some information, some tips, advice on you deciding to do an undercut. Like I said, there are different types of undercut too. You can do the kind where it's just like back here, which in that case, it's not too much maintenance. It's really small. Mine, I did a good bit off, so I had to really plan for that, which, I mean, I'm still rocking with it. I love it. I probably wouldn't grow my sides back out unless I was like old and I want to front for the kids or something. I'd be like, yeah, you guys are bald and I'm not. That's crazy. I'm old. Whatever. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for checking it out. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks, y'all.
Shut up and sit down.